Hello and welcome to another episode of the Streetwise Property Pulse. In the last episode, I talked about how equity is one of the best capital sources you as an investor can use to fuel the growth of your portfolio. I specifically discussed equity takeout using what's called advanceable secured line of credits as one of the most effective strategies for lining up equity. In today's episode, I will go over strategy number 2, which is called a full refinance. So, what is a full refinance? A full refinance with an institutional lender like a bank, credit union, or an alternative lender allows you to take out equity at a maximum of 80% of the value of your property. And it entails breaking any existing mortgages on your property, creating a new larger mortgage that includes your old mortgage, any penalties associated with breaking it, and any additional equity that you're taking out. Let's take a look at an example. Say you own a property that is worth $800,000 with a first fixed rate mortgage at $500,000 at a rate of 3.5% with 1 year left on its term. And let's say that you qualify for 80% first mortgage on this property, which is $640,000. This means that you qualify to take out $140,000 of accessible equity. Now, if there is a benefit such as interest savings to breaking the first mortgage by converting it to a lower rate mortgage, then what you can do is get a new mortgage on the property for the $640,000 and roll into it the loan from your previous mortgage along with the penalty to break it, and the difference would be the cash equity takeout that you can walk away with. So why and when would you consider a full refinance? First, let's go over the advantages. Number 1, a full refinance, depending on the amount you're taking out, can offer you a cash equity takeout while resulting in interest savings or lowering of your current monthly mortgage payment. Number 2, when you take out equity in the form of a mortgage, you generally get a much lower interest rate compared to taking it out in the form of a secured line of credit. For example, a secured line of credit today is priced at around 2.95 versus a variable rate mortgage at around 1.3. With respect to the disadvantages, number 1, when taking funds out in the form of a mortgage, you start paying principal and interest payments on these funds once the mortgage closes, regardless of whether or not you have utilized these funds in an investment. Number 2, taking out the funds in the form of a mortgage can have a potential adverse impact on your ability to borrow money down the road. Say you'd like to buy an investment property for $550,000 at some point. Your 20% down payment on such a purchase would be $110,000. Now, if you have completed a full refinance and let's say you've taken out $300,000 and only used $110,000 for your upcoming purchase, when the lenders evaluate and approve your deal, they will account for a payment on the $300,000 regardless of whether or not you've used it all. So this can potentially impact the mortgage amount you qualify for, or it can shift your mortgage qualification from a bank deal to an alternative lender deal at a higher interest rate. As you can see, there are pros and cons for using this equity takeout method. So which way should you go? In my view, if you have immediate or within, let's say, 3 months, use of all or most of the equity takeout funds, then take out the funds in the form of a mortgage. Otherwise, consider a secured line of credit. What you can also do is combine both methods. You can do a full refinance / cash takeout for a portion of the funds that you know you will use in the near future, and consider a secured line of credit for any amount that you plan on using in the long run. This way you can benefit from lower interest rates on funds that you can immediately utilize or to save interest on your current mortgage without adversely impacting your future purchase power. If you're looking to explore the best strategy for taking out equity given your current finances and future goals, then feel free to reach out to one of our award-winning senior mortgage advisors at info@streetwisemortgages.com. That's it for today. To get notified of our new episodes, please subscribe and hit the bell button. I'll see you on the next episode.